live with breaking news. News Channel 13 live at 4 starts right now.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us on YouTube, Facebook, WNYT.com, and the WNYT app. I'm Mark Mulholland. Sabrina is on assignment today. We begin with breaking news out of Schenectady. The Schenectady City School District says a student brought a loaded handgun to school today. Schenectady police tell us the weapon was detected inside her bag by the metal detectors at the entrance. Police say the student, who was just identified just a minute ago as 18-year-old Laura LaPointe, is charged with criminal possession of a weapon. The school was placed on a brief lockdown because of all this, which was later lifted, and dismissal took place as usual this afternoon. We reported last fall that the district installed metal detectors at the high school and the 3 middle schools. Students started going through them at the start of this calendar year, a process which initially led to some delays. The upgrade there came after guns were found at 2 separate middle schools during the last school year. Well, the man who spent nearly 9 years in prison for causing the death of 2 Shenandoah high school students will once again be a free man. Dennis Drew was driving recklessly and under the influence of drugs and alcohol when he hit an SUV on the Northway back in December 2012. The crash killed Shenandoah high school students here, Deanna Rivers and Chris Stewart, and injured 2 others. In March, Drew was on parole when he was arrested by Colony police after they said he gave them a false name when he was found in a park after hours. Drew admitted last month to violating his parole after being caught in the park after hours. He went before a judge today to learn his fate. Dan Levy was in court today. Dan, good afternoon to you.
Mark, good afternoon. Saratoga County District Attorney Karen Hagan said she was heartbroken and disappointed by what happened today. And Brian Rivers, Deanna's father, said he couldn't say on camera what he's thinking. Dennis Drew appearing in a Saratoga County courtroom today where he admitted under oath he is guilty of driving a car that did not have an ignition detection device. And that's a violation of his parole. But Dennis Drew has been in jail ever since Colony police encountered him at the Crossings Park. Today, the judge ruled that Drew has spent enough time behind bars, and she believed that she didn't have the authority and she didn't have the law on her side to incarcerate him any longer. That's a decision that does not sit well with family members of Drew's teenage victims.
He got a sweetheart deal originally. He continues to get the sweetheart deals, and just very unfair for the families to go through this. We were under the impression that when he got out in May of 23 that our court hearings were done. And, this is the 5th court hearing that we've been at in 2 months.
The judge has said that she believes that the law says she can't impose a longer sentence. I respectfully disagree. Our system of justice, though, does not give us the opportunity to appeal this.
And Karen Hagan says that Drew will be walking out of the Saratoga County Jail any time now. Mark?
All right, Dan, thank you very much for difficult problems, difficult time for those families. Well, you heard it first on News Channel 13 last month. Today, it became official. The Belmont Stakes is returning to Saratoga next June. Today, Governor Kathy Hochul confirmed what we first reported. The 3rd race of the Triple Crown will be returning for a 3rd consecutive year, while construction is wrapping up on a $500 million renovation of Belmont Park on Long Island. The governor released a statement today saying, New York is home to world-class sports and entertainment, and this final chapter of the Belmont Stakes at Saratoga Racecourse honors our rich racing heritage while paving the way for a bold new future at Belmont Park. She says bringing the race back to Saratoga next year will once again expand the audience for this storied leg of the Triple Crown and ensure fans continue to enjoy the full experience. New developments today in a story we've been following for several months. The case of a man accused of setting a dog on fire in Albany is likely heading to trial. Christopher Maxwell has rejected a plea in Albany County Court today. Maxwell is accused of leaving the mixed breed pit bull without food or water for 12 days when he went on vacation. According to police, he is the man seen on video dousing the pit bull with gasoline and lighting the dog, named Dora, on fire inside a crate. Maxwell was offered a sentence of 1 1/3 to 4 years in prison today, but he turned it down.
Yes, Your Honor, I have shared that offer with my client. We're going to reject that offer and file motions today.
Frankly, over the past couple of weeks, I think our case has only gotten stronger against Mr. Maxwell, but still we wanted to give him, as we do everybody charged with the crime, an opportunity to resolve their case.
It is not clear whether the dog was already dead when it was set on fire. Investigators are waiting for the results of a second necropsy. Letitia Ellis, who co-owned the dog with Maxwell, pleaded guilty last week to animal cruelty in exchange for a sentence of probation. She is also barred from owning animals for 50 years. Albany police have made an arrest in connection with a shooting at a bar in the city of Albany that later closed. That bar, Malachi Davis, is charged in connection with the shooting inside Cafe Hollywood on Lark Street in the early morning hours of November 24th. Davis is accused of shooting a 32-year-old man in the stomach. The victim got to the hospital on his own. He's charged with Davis is charged with attempted murder and criminal possession of a weapon. He was arraigned in Albany City Criminal Court and sent to Albany County Jail. Albany spokeswoman Allison Barker said the city codes department revoked the certificate of occupancy for Cafe Hollywood after the shooting, and then the state liquor authority revoked the liquor license. The owner ultimately decided to close and sell the business. Now the space is home to Stack's Espresso Bar. Well, a new pavilion is officially open at Murray Street Park in Glens Falls. The nearly 900 square foot facility features a picnic area, tables, 2 restrooms, and storage space. It replaced an old field house. It was the final project in a $2 million upgrade of city parks that included new athletic courts, playground equipment, and security cameras. The funding came from the Federal American Rescue Plan Act. This afternoon, News Channel 13 salutes Austin Bradley Frank from Hudson Falls. He served in the Navy from 1968 until 1972 as a Morse intercept operator in Germany and Japan. We salute him and we thank him for his service. And if there's someone you'd like us to recognize for their service to our country, you can submit their information on our website, wnyt.com. All right, time to check the weather now, and it looks nice outside there today. That's 787 between exits 8 and 7. There are blue skies in that picture, Paulie, and we like to see that.
Yeah, we love to see, even if it's not completely sunny, the fact that it's not raining is always a bonus, right? 3 days in a row now. I think things are going to start to go downhill tonight, but not quickly. So we have evening plans. We're okay.
And not dramatically.
Right, exactly. We're looking at some more scattered showers. So fire up that grill. It's a Friday afternoon. Perhaps you're going out to eat on area patios. Perhaps it's going to be nice. Temperatures sliding back into the 60s. With those clouds that mix with the sunshine today that you're seeing here downtown Albany. 71 degrees. So it's not too terribly warm out there. Certainly the humidity is down from earlier in the week, and we have just a light northwest breeze at 6. It's officially 70 in Albany. Thicker clouds to the north. Look at Ballston Spa, only 63, and 61 at Glens Falls, which isn't too cool, but for June, this is pretty far below normal. 65 at Bennington, Pittsfield 72, and Cobleskill at 71. Everyone's dry on the first warning live Doppler. We've had some sprinkles popping up in a few spots from the morning and into the afternoon. We were talking about these little ripples of low pressure riding through the jet stream flow. That's why we don't want to forecast too much in the way of rain. A lot of this doesn't even reach the ground. It dries up. But again, on occasion, we may get a couple or enough sprinkles to dot the windshield. And really, that's about it. I think that, along with this wave of low pressure, will depart tonight. But additional showers from the west will move in later on tonight as we hook up with some of this moisture from the south pooling along the front. So the best chance of showers will be late tonight around midnight and beyond. And first thing tomorrow morning. After that, just a few showers around for the rest of the weekend. So we'll spend tomorrow morning in the 50s, the best chance of rain very early in the day. We may not break out into full sun through the day, but we'll get enough bright spots and dry weather to take us into the upper 60s to around 70. Let's track it hour by hour through the weekend. Dry at right now, the way it looks, right through around 9 or 10 o'clock. After that, we start to see some showers move in. The best chance of wet weather from I-90 and south overnight and into the sunrise hour on Saturday. After 7 or 8 o'clock, though, on Saturday, we dry out nicely. And I think from about 9 or 10 a.m. and onward, it'll be dry around here. It'll look ominous for a time with a lot of clouds, but eventually we'll break out into some sun. And Father's Day looks okay as well. Still a decent amount of clouds, but not a whole lot of rain. 1 or 2 passing showers around, but that's about it. I wouldn't cancel outdoor plans based on this. 56 tonight, mostly cloudy, scattered showers moving in tonight and lasting through early morning tomorrow. A lot of dry weather tomorrow afternoon. Not a lot of sun, but it won't be raining for the afternoon into the evening. Father's Day, 1 or 2 passing showers, otherwise dry, 71. Monday looks good. A few scattered showers Tuesday and Wednesday. A more summer-like feel with the
80s.
best chance of showers and storms coming in on Thursday.
4 days of 80s. I like that.
Looks good.
All right. Thanks, Paulie. That's it for now. Coming up live at 5, another live update on YouTube, Facebook, our website, and app. Thanks for sharing your time with us. Happy Father's Day.